Will you like this father-daughter story? Let's find out. Hello Fanatics, I'm Dylan Phillips and this is the Film Fanatic Review bringing you Like Father, starring Kristen Bell, Kelsey Grammer, and Seth Rogen. First we'll tell you what the movie is about and our initial thoughts. Then we'll move on to our spoiler-free likes and dislikes. We'll finish up with some spoiler-heavy thoughts on this film and our final word. Like Father follows the story of a workaholic woman who is left at the altar but decides to take her honeymoon trip anyway with her overachieving estranged father who left his family to pursue his career. Overall, this was an okay Netflix dramedy. It isn't the greatest rom-com of the year, but it may surprise you. For what I liked about this film, let's start off with the cast. The film boasts an impressive ensemble cast headlined by the leads Kristen Bell and Kelsey Grammer, whose charisma and chemistry help carry the story. Speaking of the story, at its core, it is a very realistic look at the relationship between estranged family members, avoiding many Hollywood tropes and romanticized cliches that could have been forced into the plot. However, the story is definitely predictable, because although it doesn't follow tropes and cliches for the family relationships, it definitely does for the story beats, but it ends on a very satisfying and smile-inducing conclusion. The minor characters can sometimes come across as one-dimensional, which definitely hindered the cast. But the biggest issue for this film is that it comes across as basically a Caribbean cruise advert, and I'll explain that more in the spoiler section. And that's where I'll end our spoiler-free thoughts on this film. If you want to hear our final word or rating of this film, pause now and click the link in the description, because now it's time for spoilers. First off, let's look at how essentially this film is an advert for a cruise. The beginning of the film starts off well as the story focuses on the characters, but they become slightly secondary to the plot once they board the ship. All of the amenities and activities take center stage, and if not for the charisma of Bell, Grammer, and Rogen, this story would have been lost to the features that a cruise can offer. And the best scenes to me were the cruise competition, the hiking, and the conclusion. So, with the thoughts heard, here's our final word. Like Father is a passable dramedy that prefers realism over Hollywood tropes for its familiar family story. While it plays it safe on its comedy and emotional moments, the impressive cast does enough to keep the core story an engaging look at this father-daughter relationship. This film has its moments, but in the end, it feels like a long Royal Caribbean cruise advert, so I'm gonna give Like Father a 5.5. Thanks everyone for watching our review. Are you planning on seeing Like Father? Or if you've already seen it, do you have something to add? What did you think of the story? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Dylan Phillips and this has been the Film Fanatic Review. If you like this video and you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Check out our latest Fanatic 5 video where we discuss the top Army Hammer roles. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. And until next time, Fanatics, keep it real.